Alright, that'll be episode 12 for the YouTube. Another long one, section 13, The Price of Loss, Divine Judgment Looming. 5 nodes, starting off with an arrowhead and getting a quartz for the reward. Berserker class enemies, so we will switch from Enkidu back to Oi. But yeah, he said that the story was his favorite, but the battles were kind of meh. And I mean, I can somewhat see the whole idea of the battles being a little meh, I think. Not that they're bad, but like, some of them, they just feel like they're gimmicks or they're unnecessary. Like, the final Nezha fight, it just felt like they gave you the win, you know? Reducing 2 of her break bars down to 1 HP? Like, I get that she was burning herself out, but it takes that bit of satisfaction you get from beating her down yourself away. And then the God Arjuna fight, I can't really criticize it as much as I would like to, just because they have done similar things before where you do either no damage or the damage you do has no real point, a la the She Who Shall Not Be Named fight, you know? But, I mean, even then, it just felt a little bit weird, you know? Yes, it's gotta show that he's an unstoppable threat, but did they really need to have us do no damage for 5 turns and then just get completely and utterly nuked? Again, yes, I know they've done things like that before, but I don't know, it just felt different this time. Only thing you love was the interaction between Karna and Janako. I did like those interactions they had early on. Those early interactions were awesome, as well as Karna's sacrifice. You know. I know enough about his lore his fate lore that his sacrifice wasn't really as permanent as they would like you to think. Not bad, many of them are in good shape thanks to farming and hunting. I doubt I can train them each to kill Kali alone, but I'm sure I can teach them to survive in battle. Alright, it's time for lunch, just to make sure none of you eat too much.
Here's your lunch, Father.
Thanks.
Guess what helped make today? Auntie even said I did a great job. Isn't that great?
Sure.
Also, you know how the anniversary of my birth is coming up soon? Never mind. It's nothing. See you later. Oh, it's you. Hi, guys.
Hi, Asha. You brought your father with this lunch? It's so responsible of you. How are things going around?
Really different. It's so surprising. My father's spending a lot more time here now. It feels really lively, too. Though, in other places, it's really, quiet.
It looks like the town has been split cleanly in half. There are more people who support fighting back against the Kali now, but not everyone has joined in. On one side, we have people from Deval, along with people that they inspire to join them. And on the other, there are the people who are still holding on to their old beliefs.
I noticed a lot of people watching from a distance and whispering among themselves. Who knows what they might try to pull. There's gonna be more Kali as the Yuga cycle goes on. I'd like to think that more people will decide to join us once they see us fighting.
Our ultimate goal is to reduce Arjuna's power by getting people to realize how imperfect and unnecessary of a god he is. So I certainly hope a bunch more decide to join us or we'll be in big trouble.
I also have to say, I do like how much characterization they're giving Pepe. Like, Kadak, we had scenes of him and Anastasia, and I did like their dynamic, although I don't really care for Kadak as person / character, you know? It's kind of why I want to summon Anastasia somehow and just rub it in his face. Ophelia, we also had, you know, little side-alongs with her as well, and she had a very big team-up moment with us towards the end of the Lostbelt, and had a very, very dramatic moment, so Ophelia's good. Hinako, you know, again, we had all the little side-along moments, seeing things from their perspective, you know, but we didn't get to know them personally. But Pepe, you know, we get so much interaction with him. Yes, he's got his little mysterious shroud around him, but there's a clear interaction between us and him, and we hear his thought process and all that stuff. And the interaction between him and Mash showing that he cares for her to some degree, I do like that interaction. So far, he's probably my favorite Cryptor, followed by Ophelia and Hinako. They're probably close to one another. And then Kadak is, you know, low down there. As far as scripters, we've had good interaction with. I'm not really sure where to put David. We had a little interaction with him. Beryl, of course, given his, you know, his obsession with Mashu, you know, he's gonna die. He's gonna burn. And welcome, Outlaw. Welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things.
We should be hoping to win over the rest of this town, like keep that momentum up to win over the other people here.
We can't devote all of our time convincing those holding it out. We also need to train those who have joined us. Whatever else might happen, we can't let anyone else be killed as long as we're in a position to help.
Looks like you're pretty much over it then, huh?
I don't know about that, but I do know what I need to be doing right now. What's more, I now know that there's something else I need to keep my eye on. There's someone already walking to the path I need to follow. I may not fully grasp it, but I understand well enough to know that I no longer have the option of hedging my bets.
She's looking at me. Of course, I'm pretty much walking a more difficult version of the path she took. It's hot while you're hanging there. Ah, yeah, the heat has started to really kick in outside, you know. The summer heat is coming. Well, I think you're gonna have to postpone the training for now. I'm seeing a number of signals making their way towards the town. Looks like more Kali. 90. I think it's like high 80s. I know it's gonna be like that kind of temperature where I am for the most of this week. You know, but personally, I prefer the heat to the cold, so, you know, this is good weather for me.
Well, it seems they've all warmed up and ready to go. Now that it's finally the day of the Para Yuga, here they come.
Alright, everyone who's ready to fight, prepare for battle. Remember, your ultimate goal is to survive. Don't try to be a hero.
They're on the front line, so there shouldn't be any issue with them joining us. Preparing Orphanax for immediate combat. All systems green. I'll try to draw as many of them towards me as I can. What are your orders, Master?
But yeah, I do prefer the heat to the cold, so, you know, I'm fine with this weather. How did the Osh fight go for you? I don't think I think I fought him once at the beginning and he got stomped. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've only fought him once. So Unforgiving World 2. Arts and Buster and HP recovered. I think it dropped a NP gain. I can't recall what it's dropped from him. I fought him twice so far. Well, fights must have gone easy because I really don't remember the fights, to be honest, so they must have gone fairly well. I mean, realistically enough, I do have enough strong Lancers that I will just be able to completely curb stomp him, you know? If not with Enkidu, then I could use Summer Tama, you know? I feel like Summer Tama would do just as well, maybe a little bit better than Enkidu here. Aresh, if he's with more than one person, I suppose would work. And yeah, those are my go-to. I do have Lartoria. I think she's single target. I can't remember which one of those two is single target or AoE. No, I have Lulter, my bad. I have Lulter. I want to see she's the AoE, though. But I honest to goodness cannot recall. Oh. Is it time to wipe them all out already? I think it is. Oi, smash. But how are you enjoying this Lostbelt so far, Outlaw? Are you all finished up? 1.2 million Gable. Nice. Sounds like you got a powerful coup on your side. And the final wave of Kali. There we go, there we go. Good night and good riddance to these Kali. As expected of Oi, as expected.
ご苦労様。じゃあ次に行こう。
And one arrowhead. So, the Kali drop the arrowheads, the big frickin' Nagas drop the Genesis eggs, or Egg of Truth, whatever they're called. Nothing on... No idea what the Uchiha thing and the other creatures drop off the top. Oh. Koyan is here. I see, so they're going after the fifth. The Achilles heel of every god that shows themselves before mortals. How delightfully cold-blooded. It could be just the surgical strike they need. Even if they don't have time to pull it off, it's certainly making things more interesting. A god that nobody believes in is little more than a doomsday device, and one even ordinary people can destroy at that. Still, I have to wonder. Are they aware that everything they're doing may ironically speed up the whole paradise without people living here? There you are. Ugh, seeing you pisses me off. Oh, hello, Ashvataman. What brings you here? You know why I'm here, damn it. I'm here to clean up your mess. You've been taking things Arjuna erased along with their owners at the end of the Kali Yuga. You've been putting them back to remind other humans that they existed, haven't you? That smile, that evil smile. Still prefer her Chinese Lostbelt outfit, personally. I have. What about it? I was under the impression that I was doing exactly what your god would want me to do. There's nothing wrong with rooting out people holding on to unnecessary attachment to their defective past lives. Granted, I won't deny I enjoy the looks of despair they get as they realize they can't even remember who they lost. But the point is, I'm trying to help find undesirables so we can end the Yuga cycles ahead of schedule. I don't care how you get your kicks, but it's hard not to be pissed at how much work you're making for me. It'd be one thing if you're just effectively getting in the way, but now that you're making this much trouble for us, I was told to handle you directly. Huh? Just a minute. Explain to me how my work is being anything less than helpful. No particulars aside, it should be exactly in line with what Arjuna wants. Your thick-headed god is so drunk on his divinities that he's forgotten what human feelings should be complimenting me like. What an incredibly capable woman you are. You're the goddess I've been searching for my whole life. Your alter ego friend told Arjuna all about how your actions are directly fueling the resistance movement that's been gaining traction. That's really the one bit where I sympathize with you. It's like having your friend sell you out. Now I see what's going on here, so that's how the monk wants to play this. What an ugly, petty man. That's the difference he'll never make up between him and the other Onmyoji. Putting aside the question of whether it's more trouble to deal with an arrogant bastard who's knowingly keep a deadly parasite around just because he can, or a rotten parasite himself who would try to murder you outright in an ambush. A mere servant thinking he can kill me? The mere idea is so infuriating, it's almost depressing. Oh. Koyan is getting, Koyan's getting serious. Welcome, Unrelenting. Welcome to the stream. Happy things. He calls himself a destroyer just because he was able to take out the other gods and order around a few regent servants. Ridiculous. I would never lay down and die for a being who can't even become a truly become a just pure destroyer of worlds, let alone one of his pathetic lackeys. That emperor who embodied all of humanity was one thing, but I can destroy a mere warrior like you with just a few bites. Well, what do you know? Guess you got a bit of rage in you yourself. Fine by me. Go ahead and get as mad as you want. I'm pretty fierce. I've got to put an end to someone I have no desire to kill. As your friend must have put it, Arjuna's all we need to end this world. There's no room for a walking disaster like you here. 2K2KQ, Double Scotty, an excellent broken grail, plug suit, third support Adelante, or you could do it without plug suit if both Scotties have Bonzi ease. How is it you know that exactly, Unrelenting, if you don't mind me asking? Have you done that before, or do you just know offhand? And since it's still Berserkers, we're still going to be having Oi at the ready. Kali Yuga.
It's the Kali Yuga again. I hope we can escape into the board with more room to spare this time.
Agreed, but I expect things will be okay. This town knows how to do more than just pray now. We'll help them with all we can, then make our escape when the time is right. Ah, he just said Gable, he didn't say Ku. I forgot that you had mentioned that Skaha was your, go-to in this Lostbelt. I completely forgot she also has Gaybolg as her NP. They should be more than capable of surviving until the next Yuga cycle begins by then. Oh, speaking of Kali, here comes another wave now. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Like you said, these people have all been training.
Wait, something's not right.
The Kali are swimming together. Super Kali with 2 heads! What the heck? They just merged into a new giant Kali.
What the hell's that? I've never seen a Kali like that before.
Why is this happening? Are they making themselves stronger because we decided to fight back?
Stay back, Asha.
Okay, be careful, Father. This isn't good. We only taught these people how to handle normal Kali. The giant was a whole other league. It's a shame we won't be able to help them without other Kali. But we're the only ones here who can handle that giant. Let's go. Oh, it's a single enemy. Probably. Oi's still probably gonna destroy this thing, you know? It's Oi! I cannot wait for more foreign. Oh, it was more than just one. Okay. Can't wait for the more foreigner service to come out. You know? Next year is the year of the foreigner servants. After all. The class that I'm gonna try and get every single member of. 10 Skaha. Again, I'm still probably mispronouncing her name. But yeah, that is a pretty beefy Skaha. Pretty beefy indeed. But how are you two finding this Lostbelt, out of curiosity? Are you enjoying it? Enjoying the fights? Enjoying the story? What is your current opinions? Without spoiling anything for me, I suppose. Yeah, best way to put it. Really? 265? 1 crit would have been enough. Tarnation. Do it like this. Some of the gimmicks are annoying. Only gimmick I've really encountered was the Nezha gimmick, where she killed herself. So, you know. Okay, before it showed 3 health bars up there, I was like, good freaking lord, this is an abomination. But it still looks like a freaking abomination. It looks like it's got 2 Kali heads, because you can see this clear separation. But that Kali in the very front line just looks like he's part of the big Kali, you know? Which is cool, not gonna lie. It is cool, but still. They will all just die the same. Because they can't stand up to the overwhelming might of Oi Hokusai. You finish up here any named boss with the Zerker class. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'll be fine with any Zerker class bosses. I do have Abby after all. And push comes to shove, I could always bring in Melt. My strongest servant, probably. Maybe strongest. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine with any Zerker bosses. Really, I should be fine with the rest of this Lostbelt's cast. I've already shown that, Enkidu can just body tell. Melt will melt Asclepius. Ashvataman, I've clearly beat him at least twice, so, you know, I shouldn't have any issues there. It's more just Arjuna. He doesn't give a shit about the foreigner class here. I'm guessing you're talking about Arjuna, then. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So a protect the queen sort of build with Abby as the central focus. How are the people doing?
Ugh. There's nothing more I can do. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Father, over there.
Ah, please, help me, my leg got stuck in the rubble. Please, God, I'll pray to you as much as you like, I promise. God damn, Ulo.
What does that word mean? I need to look that up. What is that word?
This isn't my fault. I know this is all God's will. It has to be.
Son of an owl. He's calling people the son of an owl. Interesting.
Father, Father!
Don't cry. It's no big deal. I'll just have to get used to limping for a while.
Oh no.
No point me trying to fight anymore. Let's go find a place to hide.
Hold on to me, Father. I'll help you walk.
Oh no, no, do not. If it does that, good no.
Alright, dear Liker.
You've really grown up, haven't you?
Huh? Oh, sure I have.
I guess that makes sense, seeing as you turn 4,000 days old tomorrow. We'll have to celebrate.
He remembered.
Oh no, no, no. Once again I dream as I close my eyes. I dream of an impossibly tragic war, taking place for impossibly meaningless reasons. A pointless war that wiped an entire clan out of existence. A war that swallowed the land whole, claiming untold numbers of lives. A war that trampled the souls of countless brave warriors underfoot. Urada, son of Vitra, died. His brother, Shefta, was killed by Bhishama. Bhima killed the king of Kalinga. Vrita's oldest son, Shanka, also died. All 100 of the princes died, one after the other. Aravan was killed as well. I killed Bhishma with Shikandi's help. Abhimanyu was also killed. So many dead, so many killed. Death and killing, killing and death, over and over and over. I saw countless friends and allies die. I saw countless enemies and foes die. Once all my thoughts had passed me by, and all my emotions had been drained out of me, I was left with only one question. Why? Hey, hey!
Good, you're finally awake. Trying to cross the border. Same as us.
Oh, man. I didn't need to make that joke, and it was probably not the best timing, but, you know. Good, you're finally awake. I couldn't resist.
Didn't know you slept too. I know this is short notice, but I need a new power. It's like I told you in my report. Must power wasn't helpful at all. Come to think of it, it's probably because he's similar to Hades. I may have spent my time hitting him without realizing. So I need you to lend me another divinity. Yama alone isn't gonna cut it. Of course, this would be strictly to help me with my research, and help me uphold the laws of this Earth's world. So you can understand that my request is completely justified, right? A trivial matter, as all things are.
Is Asclepius maybe helping us in his own way? Stripping more and more of his divinities away? Alright, we'll go ahead and use the Gapple. 374. Good gracious, I got a lot of those. Immediately before the battles begin, we will form our party. Alright, let's see what we got. Damn it, I didn't expect him to give me another job as part of the package. Oh well, I guess I can't really focus on my research until they get taken care of anyways.
Does that mean I can trust you to deal with them? I know I brought some secret beasts along with me, but I can't let the Cali run rampant either. Part of our job is making sure the judgments are handled impartially. Any imbalances need to be corrected. Especially seeing how there's a whole new giant Cali I've never seen before now. Maybe he's the alpha or something.
Suit yourself, you're staying outside of the town, right? It's none of my business what you choose to point your crossbow at.
Yeah, actually, I'm tired of picking targets off at a long range. It feels like it dulls my instincts, you know? I just can't seem to get into my usual hunter mood that way. I remember that taking shots from extreme distances isn't my thing. I'd much rather stay at a comfortable 100 paces or so.
Are you sure those aren't the after effects speaking?
Oh.
I may have perfectly healed your physical injuries thanks to my medical expertise and his abundant natural energy. But even now I can't help but what your mental ones. The memory of your precious arrows failing to find their targets. The abject defeat you suffered as an archer, unable to land a single shot on your intended target. Those are the kinds of things that leave a deep permanent mark on your spirit origin. Much as I hate to admit it, even I can't cure that.
I don't know, I've never been an especially sensitive hunter. I think just sticking to my preferred range will make things easier for me. At any rate, I'll take care of the Kali in town and come back here when I'm done.
Honestly, now that I have the power of 2 gods to work with, you hardly need to bother. This is like being able to do 2 different operations simultaneously. I can even handle the most difficult patients with ult and hum at the same time now.
By the way, there's something I've been wondering for a while now.
What is it?
It's nothing major, mind you. I was just curious why I was the last Apollo summoned us all. He already had Nezza, the son of the great Chinese hero, Li Jing, and you, the god of medicine in Greek mythology. Not to mention Ashwataman, the heroic half-incarnation of Shiva from the Mahabharata, was here before even you two. So with all these amazing mythical figures around, why should we pick an ordinary guy like me as his final Apollo?
Beats me, who knows what a god that pure could be thinking. Besides, we don't even know if he summoned you on purpose. You'd have to ask him or the alter ego about that. There's every chance that you were only summoned by sheer coincidence. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But in case it wasn't a coincidence, there was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it.
My posture? What are you talking about?
You know, I don't even know myself. I guess it's just Hunter's intuition.
Oh. So I'm guessing we're going to be up against Asclepius here. That's my guess. There really are a lot more of the Kali Yuga this time, and that's not all. Sacred beasts. Yes, and they seem to be even more worked up than usual. Does this mean?
Of course, it means that one of us will show up, though not the same one as last time. But, as I've already been compensated, I suppose I can make a house call.
Asclepius.
Ajit was quite generous as gods go. All I had to do was ask, and he gave me a new divinity.
A new divinity? Same as before. That's the same one you were using before. Exactly.
And now, there's this. I still have issues with the idea of gods, but at least this one isn't Greek. If it'll help me be making progress, I won't hesitate to use whatever I can.
Hey, Deante! Welcome to the stream. Happy things. Egg farming is abysmal? Oh, I look forward to experiencing that myself. I so look forward to experiencing that myself. Not. Is that water?
Water? Oh no, he's got Varuna, the god of water. This one might be even a better fit for him than Yama. Varuna was the region of the West and was famous for using medical science to save people.
He's using the water to enhance the sacred beast strength. It must have some sort of medicinal properties. Oh, great. So he's dumping his attack beast thingies with divine steroid water. I bet it's gonna give them some completely broken regen ability or something. This is gonna be a huge pain in the ass, I can already tell. Look, I enjoy really difficult grindfists as much as the next gamer, but at some point it gets too hard, even to bother with.
Stop whining. People of this town have finally found the will to fight back. I'm not gonna let these things ruin that. Not on my watch. We need to prove that neither this false god nor his underlings are invincible. That can be, must be defeated. We're the ones who showed them this path and started them along it. Now we have to show them what lies at its end.
Rhine's only run of Lostbelt 4. How the heck did you do a Rhine's only run when there's so many... Actually, there isn't that many assassins now that I think about it. But I am very curious about that details.
Even he does have a new divinity at his disposal now, it's still no more than a tool, something more or less tacked on to use the modern parlance. Even if this new divinity does pertain to healing, this damage to Asclepius' own spirit origin is not the sort of thing that can be recovered from in a day. Now when Asclepius himself has a divinity of his own. In the brief, it's eminently possible that he has not recovered from the damage he sustained in your last battle. That could be just the advantage you need. I wish I could give you some more helpful instructions, but I'm afraid that's all I've got this time.
It's more than enough, Holmes. Master, we're up against Asclepius and his 2 divinities. I know he's a formidable enemy, but...
We're gonna win.
Foul!
You're welcome to try, foolish patience. At this point, I've both conquered death and gained the power to heal people with godlike power, despite not being a god myself. I've never been more capable. Maybe now I can cure that idiocy of yours just as well as I can everything else.
Brian's had to get the killing blow on the bosses. Okay, that's much more possible in my mind, you know? It's still gonna be hella hard, but... Alright. So, Caster, Assassin, Zerker, Lancer. Asclepius clearly the boss. And put Resh back in the lineup. The stream is about to die here in a couple of minutes, by the way, because my internet's doing the every hour on the hour. We're gonna die for a good minute or two thing, so if it does die, don't worry, I will be back within a couple of minutes. Somebody's doing a Phantom of the Opera challenge for this. That sounds like hell. That does sound very much like some hell for a Phantom only. But yeah, when the stream dies, just stick around. I will be back. Worry not. Worry not. Although, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong and the internet fixed itself. It's probably not helping that, apparently, because we had somebody from the cable company, come out Friday. No, not Friday, but, Wednesday, I think it was. Apparently, the internet modem and everything is, like, 10 years old. So it's in desperate need of an upgrade, essentially. So yeah, that's something that is going to be needing done sooner or later. Okay, this is not a bad fight at all. I am glad that I brought Melt in for this. That only Lancer so far was the skeleton, which... it's a skeleton, they're not going to be any sort of challenge. Oh, we got another debuff there. Probably the one for it being, the Yuga of the End. Decreased MP amount gain. Yep. Scotty Blast is definitely netter. Definitely better. Yeah. But it's like 10 years old, so... it's not surprising, they said, that the internet just occasionally dies. It's definitely something we're going to be looking into where I live. My house, for lack of better words. Oh, the BAQ with Melt. Chef's kiss. I love getting BAQs with Melt. It is such an excellent... good to know. Cast Nero, Arash, Okita, and support Scotty for the Egg Node. Alright, so a little bit tougher beasties this time as his support. Cover HP at the end of each turn and increase amount of HP recovered if poisoned. Well, it won't really matter for you, Asclep. Because I have Melt Power on my side. And you, poor little Asclepius. He's a poor little weak boy. Only 121,000 health. Oh, poor Asclepius here. We'll get the crit stars just because. And that'll be good. Maybe, but you know, I like seeing Melt dance, you know? I do love watching Melt dance. Plus, it's not like I won't get another card, another NP here. Water God's Secret Medicine removes debuffs and increases crit rate. Ooh, Skill Seal. It's a good thing he didn't seal Scotty, because otherwise, we would have had to wait another turn. Okay. Bye-bye, Asclepius. Easy peasy. So simple to kill him. And a Samara. Or Sarama. Oh, look at that. He's still trying to heal pointlessly. How precious. Alright, and then... Sadly, this one won't go down as quick. I mean, it's dead next turn if I want, but, you know. Oh, it's dead no matter what way I choose. I want to see Melt dance again. So, you know, melt this thing. So far, Asclepius is easy. If Neza didn't have the burn herself out thing, she would have been a very hard fight, I will admit. But it was her burning herself down that made it one of the easier fights by far, even if it did take me down to one servant remaining, you know? The Ganesha fight was actually surprisingly troublesome. She was just a frickin' tank, you know? I had some trouble with Ganesha. She tanked a lot of stuff, you know? What's wrong, Sacred Priests? I know you can keep going. Come on, get up. I'll keep healing you. Ugh. What's going... Ugh. In short, you are neither a pseudo-servant in a special vessel, nor a naturally occurring divine spirit amalgamation. That made all the difference.
I remember what happened with Neza.
Neza intentionally chose to overload her spirit origin, but you've done a decent job of it without even trying.
Empathy Stray sort of just rolled over Ganesha. I mean, I could have admittedly brought in Samba Quetz, you know, to fight against Ganesha. She is my only offensive ruler, you know? 27 eggs, that's a pretty good amount. I do know I need some eggs later on, but thankfully nothing really immediate. If I go to the wiki page, total for all. Yeah, I'm gonna need 24 for Lambda, 45 for Spishtar, and another 45 for Abby, Summer, 33 for Castoria, and 45 for... Okay, I need a lot more than I thought. I hope that they're gonna be in event shops.
Not only are you bearing the brunt of two divinities in a single servant body,
Roll over Ganesha because with proper art support, she one-shots any of her HP bars and loops. Yeah, you can't really tank that, can ya?
but one of them is boosting your already perfect healing abilities well beyond their limits. You've obviously been pushing yourself way too hard. And since you don't have some special background that lets you handle that kind of load, like Arjuna does, this was only going to ever end with you destroying yourself. I'm pretty sure Arjuna knew that too.
What? That can't be right. Why would he do something like...
Trivial matter as all things are.
Damn it, so that's what he meant. He didn't care what happened to me. It was completely inconsequential to him as anything else. That damn fool didn't appreciate the value of medicine any more than the other idiot gods did.
There was just something about your posture that told me now might be a good time to think about it.
I see, so that's what he was going on about. Maybe I've been an idiot this whole time.
It's ironic, Asclepius. You sought a world where one would never die from just for excelling. And now you've excelled so much in your pursuit of power that you brought up about your own death.
I can't believe I forgot something so fundamental. Even medicine can be harmful in excess. I neglected to walk that line, and now I'm paying the price. What an embarrassing mistake. Speaking of things I forgot. Hey, before I go, just tell me one thing. Do I seem that strange to you? All I want is to advance medicine for the good of all mankind, women, children, and the elderly. Everyone should be able to benefit from getting the treatment they need. All I want is a world where you won't be an outcast just for excelling. Excellence shouldn't be a crime.
You're not wrong. There's nothing strange about your stance. I think any hero would feel that much the same as you do.
How does Gawain excel here? I mean, I guess there is a lot of Berserkers and Lancers, and he is AoE, but, like, there's also at least 2 Archers as bosses, you know?
But even so, I'm not quite sure how to describe this, but... You don't get to talk about that kind of thing when you're working for the jerks running this world. At least that's how it feels to me. Of course, my feelings are also Ganesha's feelings right now, so they do carry plenty of divine weight.
The more God thinks such things without any reason, the worse that is. That's possibly... Maybe that lack of self-awareness is what I need to treat.
Oh, it's always sunlight here, huh? That would make Gawain powerful. Wait, well, no, I don't know what he kept muttering about even as he disappeared. What an odd man. So does that mean Gawain is good for the free quest farming as well?
Asclepius' spirit origin is completely vanished. We've beaten him. We did it, Master.
Fo-fo! Yay! Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
Ah, damn. They got him, huh? Well, I've just wrapped things up for the collie here. Guess I may as well go and avenge him.
And now it's time for Tell. I sadly don't have Gawain. You know, I do kind of want to get him, just because he is the Solaire of Fate. Effective unforgiving world weakened by the defeat of Lokapala Asclepius. Alright, this one is Archer, Caster, and Rider. We'll bring along you. However, we know his weakness. Enkidu. I choose you. And Waver. Alright, let's go. We're using Okita against the final mob. Single target. Yeah, I can see the reason.
Father fell asleep as I took him to the healer. That means he'll be okay, right? I wonder if there's something I can do to help.
You want to help? I don't know. You're still just a child. We can't give you a sword, and there aren't any other weapons you can use safely. You can pray, of course. Go on, close your eyes and pray as hard as you can for our God to help. She's gonna lose her father, isn't she? Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Look out, Master, it's William Tell.
Oh, so you're coming to face us yourself this time? Actually, that's about the distance I prefer to operate from. Besides, this is the climax of the hunt. I can't just pass up a chance like this when my quarry is weak and exhausted. The hunter doesn't feel bad about bringing down their prey. We feel accomplished.
We're in a difficult position, having fought so many Kali and Asclepius. I would much rather we had time to recover before our next showdown with William Tell.
I'm sure you'd like that, but the thing about hunters is we don't let our quarry escape. Traps, wind, climate, scent, speed. When we decide to bring a target down, we make sure to use whatever it takes. And if we let a wounded animal get away, well, there's no greater shame than that. When that happens, we just have to accept it's God's will and resign ourselves to go to bed with an empty stomach.
Not gonna let us get away.
Right, we'll just have to settle things right here now, Master.
If he has yet to fully recover from the last battle, you should still have a chance. There won't be an easy fight by any means. Hang in there. Well, at least we won't have to worry about him sniping at us from an extreme range now. But he can still control the wind as he likes thanks to Vayu. Keep your guard up, Soul. There's no telling how he'll try shooting his arrows at us next.
Have fun with this fight. Oh joy, oh joy. I mean, I bodied him once already, you know. And according to, gosh, I think it might have been Randy earlier. He was surprised that I didn't just two-turn the original fight. So what is the change now? Okay, so that is... Still have Arts and Buster Card effectiveness. Why are those two still being debuffed? Gosh darn it, game. Two of the most valuable damage types still being debuffed. I mean, granted, it's like saying, oh man, the three most valuable damage types are Quick, Arts, and Buster. Like there's a fourth one. I mean, I suppose extra, but... Actually, I don't know, does any character have any sort of skill or anything that interacts with the extra attack? I wonder. BAQ. I do wonder, does anybody have that? It would be interesting if they did. Damn good hit there, Enkidu. But they're getting some damn good hits in themselves. Spishtar will NP will double her extra attack damage as a bonus, but that's it. Okay. I do think we will NP here because these Dawans are getting to be a annoyance. Plus, between the quick cards we'll have after this, we should regain enough NP that a full blast from Merlin and Waver will give us a recharge. One less issue. Are you kidding me? That ticks me off.
的確に行こ
That ticks me off greatly. Crit Merlin down. Mother trucker. Why are they critting all the time, it seems, now? Do.
う。罠だ。楽しみましょう。
This one's easy to ground, but annoying as heck. He has evasion. Okay. Nothing to worry about there. I'm sorry. What? That's... Okay. Okay. We can deal with this. We can deal. Alright. Start things off with Melt giving us some stars to work with. Almost a perfect crit for Enkidu here. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. And just go in. I wonder. I had to try. I had to try and see if that would do anything. Maybe, like, lower it by 1 or something, but sadly not happening. Okay, Enkidu, blast. You brought Invulnerability Pierce. That would work. Invul Pierce would definitely work.
呼び起こす星の息人と共に歩むゆえにエヌマ・エリシュえいえいいい聞かせてよえい
Darn. It's fine. This is fine.
こういうのどうだ熱くなってきたね分かったよそうだねえい一服しようぜ
Debuff from you. Brute force. I'm just gonna brute force him down. Although brute force isn't the only way we can go about things here. Give Enkidu evasion. Let's get rid of these debuffs he or these buffs he has right now. Some buff removal is at least getting rid of those annoying things. Get rid of everything that's annoying on him. Oh, he has sure hit, that's right. Bye, Enkidu. Oh, damn, he lived. Damn, he lived. Thank you, Melt Virus. Thank you kindly. Oh, he does extra damage to anyone under evasion. Good to know. Very, very good to know. Okay. Well, let's get some evasion.
どこを切り落とそうか。熱くなってきたね。
And some stars. How many does he have left? 17. Risk it for the biscuit.
それも分かっての。呼び起こす星の息吹。人と共に歩む。ゆえに。
Double damage too. Hey, there's the hit. Dante's could work. And there goes Enkidu. Combo wombo of the NPs. Alright, now's where things will get difficult. Things will get very, very difficult. I have ideas, don't... No, mind that. Good gracious, all of Waver's attacks hit there. What is that? And now Mashu tanks. And Melt will get her full thing going. Burn through those evasions. And then... Why not? I'm gonna see if it works, you know? May as well. Evaded! Shucks. That's unfortunate that he evaded it. That would have been nice. Would have been nice. Okay. How many does he have left? 8. Five, 6. There goes Melt, unfortunately. But now it's another tank out here. So that's done. 1 turn, target focus, invincible, so we're gonna want to do that. This. And then like this, I suppose. Get us a little bit more defensively focused here. Means decapitating bunnies to eat this fight to nullify the gimmick, ignore them totally, and plus 10% quick. That would have worked. Had I known going into this, then that would have definitely worked, but I try and do this as blind as possible. Okay. You know what? Buff this up. Next turn we'll be able to tank all of their attacks. As long as the Dewan does not go first, that is. If that Dewan attacks first, actually, then Jinako is screwed. Oh, oh yes, this has potential. How many does he have? He has 5 left. Oh shoot! If he didn't have 5 left, if he didn't have 5 left, I could guarantee a Mesh Super Strike here. Oh. I mean, I'm still gonna do my damnedest, you know? The question is, how do I want to order this? Jinako so I can get the Buster buff. And then, do I want to go pure Buster turn with the 100% being first to guarantee things, or do I want to go Arts quick? Do it like this. I gotta try. I've gotta try, you know? Ah, he evaded. Oh, he evaded both. No. Tarnation. Oh, that could have been so good, you know? Well, he's out of evasion now. So that's something. However, I'm also out of a waiver. Okay. We got this, you know. It's inevitable at this point, but we could have had something amazing, too. 22,000. Still pretty damn good. And of course they're hard targeting Ganesha for unknown reasoning. BAQ. This should be Tell down. Or not. Okay, thank God. How low is Ganesha's attack? Good gracious. I felt like I barely touched it. And then you gotta try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. BAQ. 20,000. Nice hit. And Ganesha. Ganesha, Mashu.
ガネーシャさんのすごいところ見せてやる。ガネッシュインパクト。
There we go. I think we got this now.
凍結展開。これは多くの後、多くの願いを受けた幻想の城。こうせよ。モールだ。照準。捉えました。
Heck, even if it comes down to just Mashu, I'm pretty positive that she can win. In fact, I'm gonna be ballsy and do just that. Mashu can finish this off. So thank you, Ganesha, for your service, but you are no longer needed. Oh wow, she's lived. Never mind, Ganesha, you're still welcome here. I totally wasn't trying to get rid of you or anything. While she's still tunneled with the rest. There we go. That was actually a tough one. Tell had a gimmick. A gimmick that could, obviously, as you guys mentioned, be easily overcome with the right CE or skill, but he definitely had an interesting gimmick. Not gonna lie. But I overcame it. Damn it, none of my attacks are landing.
Every time I think we have him, he slips out of reach again. He's just so damn good at controlling the positioning of this fight.
I can't read his arrow's trajectory. It's taking everything I have just to defend against them. He must be using the wind as God's power to control their flight path. We can't even tell where he's flying from.
This might be what it's like to be cornered animal, but we can't let him bring us down. If Bear's asking, I think, can you draw his fire towards you like you did before?
I don't think so. The situation is too different. At this point, there's no way I could reverse concentrate all the different possibilities, no matter how hard the goddess of I push this goddess's divine core.
I see. I'm not sure why that is, but I'm glad to hear it all the same. At least now we won't have to rely on a cowardly strategy where you end up hurt. And all I can do is stand back and watch, angry at myself for being so helpless.
There you go again.
Hang on, Lady Lakshmi, I'll help you.
Stop, that won't work on him. Any non-mystic attacks will just...
Ah! Damn, sorry about that. I wasn't ordered to hurt any civilians. But I couldn't help the reflex to return fire when he shot at me. I have to say, though, that's pretty impressive for a homemade crossbow. Even so, you shouldn't go around firing at a real hunter.
There has to be some way we can defeat him. The next one is easier. Good to know. How many more in this section? One more. Oh, it's him again! How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? As I kept walking, I got more and more anxious.
What if Father ends up dying? He remembered my birthday anniversary and everything. He said he would celebrate it with me. And for just an instant, I'm pretty sure he even patted my head earlier.
Well,
what do I do? How can I make sure everyone ends up happy? Is there any way for my father to get better? The collar to go in for all of us to go on to the next Yuga together? And I remembered the nice travelers, the ones who seem like gods but aren't. And if only thing I could do is pray, I'd rather pray to them. Besides, they know all sorts of things. Maybe they even know how to fix my father's injury. I'll go look for them.
Oh no. Don't tell me she's gonna die by getting in between the attacks. If she dies getting in between these attacks, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I didn't know what's going on, but I could tell the travelers were in trouble. It's really surprising, but I can't just stand around in shock. The man attacking the travelers must be one of the bad gods someone once told me about. Honestly, I still don't know what the difference is between good gods and bad gods, but I definitely don't want the travelers to die. I have to do something.
I know a little bit about him. Basically, I know what the game has told me.
Someone followed the gaunt around in front of me. I know what this is. I saw the grown-ups practicing with them. You just squeeze this part and it shoots an arrow. Could I use this to help? Maybe if I can help the nice travelers, they can help my father.
Oh. That's kind of precious to think about. A little girl about to fire a crossbow at a heroic spirit.
Huh? Is that... Oh no, I should stop.
Someone else foolish enough to shoot at a seasoned hunter. Time to show them what happens when... well, can't pull the trigger.
Oh, he fought to protect the children. Does he have a conceptual inability to attack children?
Yeah, we know all about your story. Come on, William. Don't you remember your son? Don't you remember how you had to shoot that apple off his head to save him from that jerkwad of a Vogot? Listen, I'm a hardcore gamer, so I may not know much about the outside my wheelhouse, but I know this. Shooting a kid is one of the things William Tell should never ever do.
Oh, my son. What are you talking about? Ugh. I can't believe it. His memories must have been deemed useless and erased.
Oh, that... Arjuna's a... Okay. Arjuna is going... He's gradually working his way down on my like scale and working his way up on my hatred scale, this Arjuna.
I don't know what's going on, but at least he finally stopped moving around. Now's our chance. Don't worry about Asha. My impressive girth can function as an even more impressive weight shield.
That's the opportunity we've been waiting for. Come on, Master. It's time to finish this. Oh, Arjuna, man. I knew he was messing with people's memories. I didn't think he would go that far, though. I really didn't think he'd go that far to mess with his own allies' memories like that. He didn't summon William, did he? William was a rogue servant who Arjuna took under his control. That's my guess. William was a rogue servant that Arjuna erased the memories of to take control of. Oh, this is almost gonna be sad how easily I'm about to destroy this fool. Maybe. I don't know if I can do this without stars. Okay, real quick. Do you guys think I can take down his first bar without any stars, just with an NP, Enkidu attack? What are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think it's possible, or should I stall out a turn? Because I feel fairly confident in it. I also feel fairly confident that Reflector might have just crashed there. Yep, Reflector just crashed there. Hang on. This time it's just Reflector, not my internet. Yeah, I'm also running an outdated version of Reflector, so that's not terribly surprising. It wants me to upgrade to Reflector 4, but it wants me to pay money to upgrade to Reflector 4. It's not like it's a burden to pay, but, you know, I like Reflector 3. You can? Okay. Let's do this then. BAQ. The classic. He also has a debuff on him I didn't check out. I should probably check that. Well. Oh, I was worried there. I was worried that we weren't going to do it. Oh, he lost his debuff. He lost his debuff. That's my bad. Although, maybe this will work. Ah, permanent NP seal. Gotcha. Ooh, that was a good hit. I'm guessing his NP will do no damage now. If he had the time to get it off, you know, which he won't. He will not get the chance to get his NP off here. Good night, sweet prince. Okay. I was wondering if it just had, like, an interesting name or something. More than anything. Ugh. You failed to shoot the quarry when you were hunting, our master, and you almost shot a child instead. What a shame. You are no longer William Tell, the heroic archer engraved in the throne of heroes. You're nothing more than an ordinary hunter at the mercy of a god. Begone, William Tell, before you are past redemption. Ugh.
What an awful fate, having your own defective memories erased. I don't even want to think about what I'd be like if I had that happen to me.
This battle isn't over just yet. Finish him. I'm well aware. Huh? This really pisses me off. I'm still doing my last job, but I couldn't just ignore all this crap. Damn it all, it really makes me angry that you guys had the bad luck to be here when you had nothing to do with this beast I was chasing. Ashvatman. Okay, I think that's another section done, isn't it? Yep, that's another section complete. Another quartz obtained. 3 more arrowheads of malice. I will pause my speaking for a moment so I can